So let's begin our class today by finding our chairs. Yeah. All right. So, yes, hello, hello, hello. Happy celebrations, round the world celebrations going on today for lots of different things and this new moon and the solar eclipse. So, celestially, we may not be connected to astrology, what's going on in the planets, what's going on around us in nature, in Mother Nature. But there's so many different things that do happen and they do affect us. And again, just as a reminder, the one that's most common is the full moon. We all know about the full moon and we all talk about it and werewolves and hospital visits and all of that kind of stuff. It's just everything is heightened, right? Because of the energy of the moon. So what's going on up there above the clouds around us does affect here, 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 right? It affects our body. And so the beauty of this practice is we sort of get connected to that and either ramp things up if we're feeling lethargic or calm things down. And so this time of year, with this energy going on, we want to relax, right? We want to restore. We want to relax, restore, regenerate, right? And so it's a good time to slow down. And solar eclipse, which is today, that energy sort of lingers for about 3 days. So for the next 3 days, if you can, do things like this. Come to yoga, come to meditation. We have one tomorrow morning, or do it on your own. And take things off the calendar that you don't absolutely have to do unless it's enjoyable, right, for you. And just feel that, yeah. And your sleep might be a little disrupted. You might be having crazy, vivid dreams. And all of that is connected to this energy. So today we're just going to do first we're going to sort of do a release, right? You want to release stuff that you've been carrying for so long that you no longer need to carry. And it's heavy, right? It's worries, it's regrets, it's whatever it is, sadness, and so we want to just release that from our body, so that we can feel lighter. And then that's the only way that we can then restore. Yeah. So let's begin with shaking stuff off. We're just gonna move the body, roll the shoulders. And just take it nice and slow. Be kind to yourself. Don't do anything that move the legs. Yeah, good. And relax. So we're going to do a releasing breath, right? There's a couple of pranayams that are releasing. We're just going to do victory breath. Victory meaning victory of the mind, victory from the freedom of our mind, right? Because our mind, our thoughts is what keeps keeps things heavy, right? And so if we can release all of this, the heaviness that we carry, you'll just feel lighter. That's what, when you have a good day, you feel lighter. Your prana energy is up, and your thought process isn't barraging you. Yeah. So we're going to do Bastrika breath. You might need a Kleenex. I meant to tell you to get a Kleenex because we're going to be blowing out of our nose and just releasing stuff in our body. So if you need to quickly find a Kleenex, if you feel like you might need one. Yeah, good. So basically we're going to start with a couple cleansing breaths. We'll take a breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Ah. So extending the exhale breath helps us to release toxins. Also helps to calm. Take another breath in and let it go. Ah. All right, now we're going to get ready for Bhastrika breath. So you're going to scoot forward in your chair, have a gentle, nice tall spine, roll your shoulders back and down, make nice loose fists, and bring your arms on either side of your rib cage. So your upper arms are sort of just resting on your rib cage lightly. Good. So most of you are familiar with this. If you're not, we'll just review. But so on an inhale breath, we're going to reach our arms up and open our hands. And on an exhale breath, we're just going to drop our arms down and go back to the loose fists, right? So the inhale will be here. The exhale will be here, all in and out of our nose and effervescently, especially the exhale breath. Just concentrate on the exhale breath. Yeah, good. And now if you have shoulder issues, maybe uncontrolled high blood pressure, you don't have to raise your arms that high. But if not, just take it. You can take it all the way up and down. You can take it here, right? Or just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So we're ready? Yeah. We'll do a couple together. We'll do a few together, one round together, and then two on our own with our eyes closed. Yeah. All right. So take a cleansing breath in and breathe out. Good. And another cleansing breath in and breathe out. All right. And now on an inhale breath, breathe in and then exhale, breathe out, blowing up your nose. Inhale through the nose, exhale. In, out. In, out. Up, down. Up, down. All this through your nose. In, out. One more. And relax. Hands on your lap. Close your eyes. Just imagine as we're breathing this victory breath, this Bhastrika breath, that when you're breathing out, we're taking out the garbage in our body that is toxic, that doesn't serve us. Yeah, like a scrub brush, we're cleaning. Okay, so let's get ready for round two. Same thing, your upper arms resting on your rib cage, loose fists with your hands. Good. And take a cleansing breath in through the nose, breathe out. And now breathe in, arms up, breathe out, arms down. In, out, up, down. In and out of the nose. Give it your 100%. One more. And relax. Hands on your lap. Eyes closed. Hands open. And just observe the effects of that breath. Raising our prana energy, clearing out toxins. Good. And now one final round here. Hands in loose fists, arms alongside. So you want the arms to go straight up, not forward. So you want to keep your arms in line with your body. Yeah, so let's take a cleansing breath in. Breathe out. And begin. Breathe in, arms go up, out, arms come down. And the arms just drop down with gravity. Straightening the arms as much as you can, as comfortable on your body. And one more. And release and relax. So if you ever need a quick little picker upper, feeling lethargic, do a couple rounds of this Bhastrika breath. Victory to the mind. Good. And now when you're feeling ready, complete, you gently crack your eyes open. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. Good. How was that for you? Yeah. So this should not be uncomfortable. Yes. If it gets uncomfortable, you don't do it. But yeah, just that breath in and out, in and out. Just imagine that just scrub brushing all the stuff, loosening up all that stuff that's stuck around it. We don't even, not even aware of. Yes. And come out of it feeling a little bit renewed. Yeah. All right. Let's begin to move our body a little bit. Yeah. So again, nice tall spine. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. And on inhale breath, drop your chin to your chest. As you exhale, lift your chin up towards the sky slightly. Keep the back of your neck long though. Don't drop the weight of your head back. Then inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, lift the chin. And then coming back to neutral with the head. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale again, drop your chin to your chest. And we're going to do circles with our chin. So inhale, roll your chin up towards your right shoulder. And then gently lift it up. And then bring it around towards the left shoulder. And down. Making circles with the chin. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go nice and slow. Notice how your neck feels this morning or today or when you take the class. Yeah. And the next time the head comes forward, pause. Let's do a couple opposites. So slide the chin up to the left shoulder now and up. Feel free to close your eyes and just notice as you make these nice slow circles, following breath. So tapping into that Ujjayi breath, like restriction of the back of your throat as you're doing your breathing today. Yeah. Good. 1 more. Next time the chin comes forward, pause. Press into your feet, slowly lift your head back up. Good. All right, take another breath in. As you exhale, drop your head over to the right. Good. And maybe bring your hand just lightly onto your head. Good. And then look over to the upper left corner of the room. See if you can find long, slow Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath is also a really cleansing breath. It's releasing, again, lots of toxins. Again, it's almost like a little scrub brush. So you just, head is forward, but you're looking to the upper left. Good. 1 more breath. And then release the hand. Either release it onto your lap or you can bring it to the right side of your head. Inhale, lift the head back up and relax. Take a breath in. Nice tall spine. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Look to the upper right corner of the room now. And if it's comfortable, you can just lay your hand gently onto your head. If not, you don't need to. You can just look. Ujjayi breaths. Standing the exhale breath. And at the bottom of the next exhale breath, relax your arms, bring your hands either to your lap or your head. And then slowly bring the head back up and release. Good. Relax your arms and just roll your shoulders in one direction and roll the other direction. Good. And again, we're slowing down, we're taking care of ourselves. Little self-massage here. So take your fingertips and just swipe your forehead here. Nice and gentle. Again, feel free to keep your eyes closed here and just follow along. Yeah, if you have glasses like me, sometimes it's good to just lay them safely on your lap or work around them. Now bring your pointer finger and thumb to the inside, right at the on either side of the top of the bridge of the nose, at the edge of your eyebrows. And then gently press in as you slowly draw those fingers across to the outside of your eyebrows. like you're putting eyebrow pencil on your eyebrows. Yeah. So we're just working away that top of the occipital skull where our eye socket is. Good. One more. And then take your thumbs and put them again right on the inside of your eyebrow, a little bit further up. And then just press and make little circles. The pressure points, if you tend to get tension headaches, just press and then reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. And then relax your hand. Now take your ring fingers, bring them underneath your eyes. And again, find that bottom of the occipital, the ocular hole there in your skull, underneath your eyes. And just swipe from the inside down and up. Just follow along that bony part. Very gentle, not stretching the skin. Yeah. And now taking your palms to either side of your temples and just do circles with your palms on your temples. Good. And now take your fingers, any fingers, and bring them to your jaw area. Open your mouth slightly. Kind of need to sometimes fish around for your jaw joint and make circles around your jaw joint and reverse. Good. And then take your fingers to the top of your ears and pull your ears up gently. And then to the side of your ears and pull your ears back gently. And to your earlobes and pull your ears down gently. Now back to the back of your ears. Grab onto that cartilage and roll your ears as if you want to roll them in a circle. And then roll other way. Good. And now bring fingers right underneath your earlobes. Yeah, press gently and just draw down the side of your neck. This is if you get sinus issues, yeah, or stuffy nose. This kind of just encourages draining the ears and the sinuses. Good. All right. And then relax your hands now down onto your lap. Yeah, feel free to keep your eyes closed if they're there or open. All right, so bringing your right hand onto your waist. Good. And then taking that right hand and sliding it across like you have a sash, like you're Miss America or Mr. America, up to your left shoulder. And then just that trapezius muscle from your neck to the top of your shoulders, sort of towards the back. Give that a massage. Good. All right, and then pause, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just really quickly, you just let your hand just come down. Yeah. All right. Left hand onto left hip. Slide your hand up to your right shoulder now. And massage that trapezius muscle. Yeah, you can dig in there. This side is a little tighter or more tender for me. So if you find a tender spot, ooh, just press in and make little circles there. Get that knot released. Yeah. Good. And then pause, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just drop that left arm and release it onto your lap. Good. All right. Roll the shoulders. Doesn't that just feel good? Don't you feel good now? A little bit more. I've also been finding, maybe let's fish for it. So let's just take the right hand to the back of your bicep here and see if you can find it. I'm always finding it really tender back there. I don't know, are you finding that? Just like sort of massage back there in the back of your upper arm. Yeah, loosen that up. It's like, why are you tight? And do the other side. Wow, this one too. Yeah, I find that my shoulders have been getting tight when I swim. And so I've been finding that doing this every day just helps to get that muscle a little bit looser. Yeah, good. And so maybe we found some new tension spots that we can work on. Always fun, right? Yeah. Okay, let's scoot forward a little bit more in our chair. Planted on the floor, hands on our lap. I could just do this all day long. We could go all the way down our body, but we'll continue on. All right, cat-cow. So take a breath in, lift your heart, look up. As you exhale, slide your hands to the front of your knees. Drop your head. Press into your feet. Lift the heart. Slide your hands to the top of your thighs, or you can bring them to the back of your chair. And then lift, stretch your heart up towards the sky. Chin is lifted slightly. Yeah. And then exhale, slide your hands along your thighs to the front of your knees. Drop your head. Good. And one more. Inhale. Lift up. And exhale, slide your hands to the front of your knees. Good. And then slowly come back up. All right. We're going to make little fists where our thumb is inside of our palms and our fingers are on over our thumb. We're going to get a little nice massage for our low belly here. So taking your fist and sort of wedging them into your groin area here. Yeah, where the hip socket is. Good. As best you can. Good. And we're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, keep your spine straight. Start to hinge forward into a little half forward fold. Yeah. And so you feel your fists are sort of pressing into that low belly there. And find a few breaths. Now, don't get to the point where it's really uncomfortable. You just want to get to the point where you're feeling that little bit of pressure. Just moving things around inside of our body that really helps to get energy moving, dead cells, stale fluid moving through the body. Yeah. Good. And now pressing down into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then just release it out. Release your fingers and let them flop around. Yeah. Good. All right. Now let's come to a little bit wider stance. Feet feel planted on the floor, right? Yes, you want your heels grounded. You want your knees at about 90 degrees and not too wide of a stance. We're going to do a little twist here. So don't go too wide. You want to narrow it a little bit. Yeah. And then we're going to take our right hand onto our left thigh. Good. And then we're going to relax that right arm down. Yes. Actually, we're just going to come into a twist. Yeah. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to turn. You can hold on to that left thigh. Bring your left palm behind your left hip and just come into a twist. We're looking to the left here. Good. Pay attention to that right leg. See if the right leg is dropping in. So guide it back. Or if it's feeling like too much of a strain, heel toe slightly that right leg a little closer to the left. Yeah. And breathe. So not overstretching here with the twist. It's just nice and gentle. Good. Take a breath in. The chin is parallel to the floor. Good. On your next exhale breath, keep the body where it is and slowly turn your head forward. And then slowly turn your head all the way over to the other side. And breathe. Good. And then release your head back forward. Relax your arms. Bring the arms back forward and we'll go to the other side. So left hand onto the right thigh. Right hand can be behind your hip. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press into the left foot and twist at your waist gently over to the right. Body over to the right. Look over to the right. Breathe. Your next exhale breath, slowly turn the head back forward. And then slowly turn it all the way over to the other side, as far as it will go. And breathe. And slowly bring the head back forward and bring your body back forward. Good. And then heel toe, your feet back to hip distance apart. Let's relax our arms down alongside our body. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls here in one direction and then reverse, other direction. Good. And then pressing down into your feet, lift your shoulders up as high as you can as you're pressing into your feet. And then exhale. On your next exhale breath, release. And just let the weight of the arms drop your shoulders here. Yeah. Bend your arms, bring your hands to your neck, and just softly rub up and down the back of your neck, the side of your neck, relaxing the head and release. Nice. All right, option is to stand now. So making our way to a stand, heels slightly back, good, feet planted on the floor, hinging the body forward, good. And then with the momentum of the inhale breath, almost feel like you're lifting your chin. As you inhale, press into your heels and lead with your chin to slowly come to a stand. Good. And then let's make our way to the back of our chair. And arrive upright. Here we are. Good. So you can just move the body, take it a little bit. Just nice and easy. Remember, easy. Yes. Next 3 days, see what you can do to slow down. Yes. And just reflect and release and restore. Yeah. All right. So coming to our mountain pose. Good. And we're just going to keep the knees soft, and we're just going to come up and down and bounce up and down on our heels. Good. And pause. Good. So you want to do it very gently, right? Not too much, especially if you have any kind of osteoporosis of the spine. You want to be gentle. Yeah. But this gets the blood pumping. So again, so you can do it tiny, tiny. Make sure you keep those knees soft and make sure you have nice posture here. You don't want your head forward. That's too much of a pull on your back. Yeah. So you can go slow, you can go quicker if you'd like. This is a quick, easy way to get your blood pumping in your body, right? Yes, the calves are those are what keep the blood moving up in our body. Yeah. Good. And relax and shake out. One foot, the other foot. Good. Yeah. If you have your chair handy here, something to hold on to, find your mountain pose. The outside leg, just massage the ball of your foot. Good. Nice tall posture. Lift your thigh or your thigh up and do circles with that foot. And then rock that lower leg forward and back. And try to have nice posture. Engage your glute muscle on that on the right side. Yeah. And then whole leg. Just getting it to our little joints here and our big joints here. And release. I'm just going to go to the other side. So massage the ball of this foot. Good. And then forward and back. Just at the knee. And now at the hip. Try not to move your upper body very much. Good. So if you don't have to go far. And release and shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. All right. I come to nice tall spine. Good. And relax the shoulders back and down. Good. And again, we're going to bring our right hand onto our waist. Good. And on an inhale breath, we're going to reach the left arm out and up. Good. A nice big breath in. As you exhale, relax and see if you can slowly look up towards that left hand. And if that's bothering your neck, then don't do that. Yeah, just keep the head neutral. And then release the head, release the hand. Good. Other side. Inhale, reach the left arm up now. Actually, it's your right arm. Yeah, opposite arm. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Reach up a little bit more. And if it's comfortable for you to look up towards that right hand. Good. Stretch. So just gently moving all parts of the body. And then release everything down nice and gently. Good. Shake it out. Good. All right, now we're going to come to the breath of joy. So standing with feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Good. Loosening those knees again. Yeah. And on an inhale breath, just reach your arms forward and up. Lift the heart, look up. Big breath. As you exhale, curl in. Just give yourself a little hug. Drop your head. Soften the knees. Inhale, lift up, blossom open. Good. And exhale, curl in, opposite arm on top. Just nice and easy. And again, inhale, straighten the knees, stretch up. Just opening yourself up to all the grace that's waiting and to rain down upon you. Exhale, curl in. Good. And last one, inhale, big stretch up. Stretch up as tall as you can. And exhale, just curl in. Good. Yes, just giving yourself a little hug. Take a breath in and exhale, release the arms down. Just lift the chest and the head back up. Roll out the shoulders, shake it out. Good. Another releasing pose is our just hump pose, right? We're going to hump, let it out. Again, feet about a little wider than hip distance apart. Good. And we're basically going to reach our arms up, have little fists. And as we exhale, we're going to hump, H-U-M-P-F. Yes. Take a breath in and hump. And a breath in and hump. Breath in and hump. And you can do a couple more. You can go faster. Just let it out. And relax. Good. Roll it out. And sometimes it's uncomfortable to release, right? I mean, you're used to carrying and you're like, wait, if I release something, I'm going to feel lost. And that's okay. But know that once you release it and get used to that lightness, you'll wonder, why didn't I do this sooner? All right. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, softening the knees. And then inhale to one side and exhale the other. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And slow it down. And now we're going to do exhale the opposite direction, inhaling the opposite, exhale, and one more, and relax. Good. With feet staying the way they are. Good. Let's take a cleansing breath in and let it go. Bringing your fingertips to your chest, your thymus area, and just start to tap. Good. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And if you want to start to rock the body side to side while you're doing this, finding different spots there on your thymus, your chest, thyroid area. Yeah. And then lifting the toes as you rock side to side. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And relax. Come back to center. Take your knuckles of your hand towards underneath your armpits and just start to tap lightly all the way up and down as far underneath your arms as you can comfortably get down your rib cage. Yeah, just to the top of your hips. Yeah, good. Yeah, wake up, body. Good. And relax, roll it out. Good, roll out the other direction. Good. All right, coming back to our stance, our mountain pose. Good, take a cleansing breath in. Let it out. Yes. All right. And now we're going to come to a nice little side bend dance to move our spine. So nice tall spine. Good. On an inhale breath, reach your right arm out and up. A nice big breath in. Exhale, stretch up a little bit more. Take a breath in again. Exhale, gently reach up and lean over. Good. Another breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, soften the knees, turn the body over to the right And slowly drop your right arm back and down. Good. And then inhale, bring the body forward as you reach up. And exhale, draw your arm across your body and down towards the floor. Soften the knees. Inhale as you straighten the knees, come back up. One more time. Exhale as if you're getting rid of, you're throwing out. It's behind you now. That was then. Inhale, straighten the knees as you come forward. Exhale, reach up and over. This is now. Yeah. Inhale up. Exhale, slowly release the arm down. Good. Over to the other side. Good. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up. Exhale, stretch the breath, left fingertips up a little higher. Another breath in. As you exhale, reach up and lean over. Good. Inhale up. Exhale. As you turn your body, soften your knees and reach your arm back. That was then. Let that go. Inhale, bring the body forward, reach the arm up. Exhale, arm crosses forward. This is now. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, back again. Anything we forgot, let it go. That was then. Inhale, arm up. And exhale, reach up and lean over. This is now. Slowly come back up and exhale the arm down. It is so hard to stay in the present moment. And literally, if we can remind ourselves over and over again, I don't have to worry about what if. That is anxiety. That really is hard on our body and our health. Yeah, I don't have to regret the past. It's gone. There's nothing to be done about it. I've learned, and now be here. Because whether it's something fun, whether it's something challenging, something, really challenging, as long as we're in the present moment, we can handle anything. We're not in anxiety because we're there, right? We're handling it, whatever it is that we need to deal with. Yeah. So it's such a hard concept, right? But this practice keeps reminding us and keeps reminding us, where are you? Are you here? Now. Sometimes just snap your finger, a couple times a day. Where are you? Now, now, now. Be here, 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 here. Yeah, and relax. Good. Okay. So let's come to a nice dance here. We're going to just come into a little bit of a forward fold here. Yeah, so you can have your hands on the back of your chair at forward fold. Just be really mindful of your back, right? Be mindful if you have an osteoporotic back. You don't want to really crunch forward. You can come into a halfway lift. Yes, so we're just going to take it nice and easy. So let's start with inhaling, reaching the arms forward and up. Look up, stretch up, look between your hands maybe. And as you exhale, slide your hips back a little bit, start to hinge forward. Feel free to land your hands onto your thighs to start and just look down at the floor. Yeah. If you want to take this further, take a breath in, and as you exhale, you can drop the crown of your head towards the floor. If that feels like too much pressure, lift it back up. A breath there. Yeah. And if you're feeling pretty steady, you can lift your belly up towards the sky. As you exhale, if you want to drop your arms and just let them hang down into ragdoll, that's an option, right? If it feels too much on your back, bring your hands back to your legs, back to your thighs or your shins. Yeah. And breathe here. If you are in ragdoll with your arms hanging down, feel free to slide the body a little bit side to side, sort of like your arms are like an elephant trunk. That's an option for you. Not stay with your hands on your thighs, and you can rock the body gently side to side as well. Yes, just getting the blood flow to the brain. Yeah. Good. And come back to center now. Good. We're going to make our way back up slowly. So bringing your hands back to your legs. Yes, they were hanging. Good. Keeping your head down and start to walk your hands up your thighs, or you can just start to roll up if your arms are hanging down, and that's okay on your back. So slowly make your way back up to a stand. Once the chest comes up, shoulders lift the head. Ha, good. Roll out the shoulders. Shake out any little tension you might have picked up there. Good. And coming into one more little standing pose here for our releasing. So coming into a wide stand, we're going to come into our warrior two and our sort of peaceful warrior. Yeah. So lifting the right toes up, pivoting and dropping. Good. So heel is in line with the middle of the back foot. And then as your thighs pressing back on that right foot, you can soften your knee. Yes, we always just want that knee right above the ankle. Good. Stretch left arm out, stretch right arm out. Relax the shoulders. Let's flip our palms up and just let the shoulders relax. Good. And then flip your palms back down. Turn and look over that right middle finger. A nice breath in. As you exhale, relax. Good. Melt into your warrior. Hips maybe drop. Tailbone maybe tucks. Shoulders relax back and down. Good. Nice big breath in again. And as you exhale, release your hands, that left hand onto your thigh. Turn your right palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, relax. And now as you inhale, lift the arm up and reach it just gently back, as if you're just throwing back, again, releasing anything that is blocking you from being joyful and happy and calm and content. And the more we practice this concept, it'll become more and more apparent each and every day. You'll get that joy feeling, that calmness more and more. And then inhale, reach that right arm back up. Exhale, watch the right arm as it floats down. Nice and slow. And then lifting the head up, bringing the head forward, pressing into your right heel to straighten the knee, not block it, just straighten it slightly. And then lift the toe up and bring the toe in. And heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Shake it out. Yes. Move the body, do a little dance. Good. Listening to music. Listening to music. It can uplift you, it can calm you down, and just decide what mood you want. And we have such access to so much music now with Pandora and Spotify, and it's just you can literally listen to any kind of music you want to at the drop of a dime, or just saying it to your little machine. Yeah, let's come to the other side. That is very healing. Music is healing because it's a vibration, and it's a vibration that works your chakras. It's your body. We're vibration. That's why we like music. That's why we like to dance. Yeah. All right, lift left toes up, out to the side and down. Good. Find your stance. Good. As you draw that left thigh back slightly, you can soften the knee. So just check in with knee right above the heel. Good. Stretch right arm back. Stretch left arm out. Good. Look over that left middle finger. Nice big breath in. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone forward. Soften into your warrior two. Relax your arms, your shoulders. Again, imagine your arms just laying on these big pillows underneath them. Good. 2 and 1. On the exhale breath, just relax your left arm down. Lift your right palm up, or your left palm up. Right arm is down. And then inhale, reach that left arm up towards the sky, and then reach it back. A little circle, like a little peaceful warrior, little half moon. And breathe. Good. Again, pose of just letting it go. 2, 1, Inhale, slowly come back up with that arm. Exhale, release it down. Good. Bringing your gaze back forward here. Press down into your left foot. Slowly bring that knee to straighten. Lift the toes. Come forward and heel toe, heel toe. It's a nice grounding pose. It's starting to get crazy windy out there, so grounding is good. Yes. We need more grounding poses. Yes. All right, let's come into a little downward facing dog, and then we'll make our way back to our chair. So using the back of your chair. Good. Nice whole body stretch here. Also a little bit of an inversion. So bringing your palms onto the back of your chair, making sure you have space behind you to step back. Let's just start to step back 1 foot at a time, little steps back, back, back. Good. And once you feel like you've gone to where you can go, yeah, good. Feet are that about hip distance apart. Stretch your hips back like you want to touch the back wall. Good. And then energetically stretch the top of your head forward. Yeah, relaxing your head between your arms. Good. So knees are soft, hips are reaching back, fingers on top of the head reaching forward. Good. And breathe here. If you want to get a little bit of a hamstring stretch, you can straighten one knee and then rebend it, soften it, and stretch and straighten the other knee. You can do that a couple times. Just stretching the hamstrings, the glute muscles, calves. And then if you want to straighten both knees, stretch your hips back. Reach the front of your head gently forward. Breathe. 2. Breathe for 1. And then soften your knees. Look forward slightly and just start to walk. Make little steps, 1 at a time, all the way back until you reach the back of your chair. Good. And relax. Bring the body up. Roll it out. Good. All right. And then let's make our way back to our chairs. So yeah, all these nice grounding poses during this turbulent time. And with all the craziness going on now, we've got a gusty winds too. Good. All right. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, just bend your hips back. Again, you can press into your hands with your thighs, or just come to a seat however you like, but try as much as you can to not use your hands. So as you exhale, maybe hips drop a little bit further back. Yeah, good. And then finally, if you need to, grab the front of your chair and just soften your hips onto your chair. Good. And arrive. Here we are. Yes, nice job. All right, shake it out. All right, so let's take a nice big breath in. And let it go. Good. All right. So we're going to come into alternate nostril breathing. Yeah. So we're going to take a nice long alternate nostril breathing into our final relaxation. So alternate nostril breathing is just a balancing, right? Restoring pose. We're getting ourselves back into balance. Yeah. All right. So we're still with a nice, gentle, tall spine. Good. Palms up on our lap. On our with your left hand, you're going to bring your hands into chin mudra, just touching the pointer finger and the thumb. And then with your right peace fingers, you're going to just gently press, touch, not even press, just touch between your eyebrows at your third eye. Good. You can close your eyes. Good. So your thumb is on the right side, and the other ring finger on the left. So take a breath in now. So keep a nice tall spine. The tendency here is to drop the head. Try to keep your head above the shoulders. Try to relax your upper arm. Yeah. And if this is uncomfortable for you, you can just keep your hands, both hands on your lap, and imagine the breath going in one nostril and out the other. All right, so let's take a breath in through both nostrils. And breathe out through both nostrils. And now touching the right side of your nose, breathe in through the left, all the way up to that third eye. Pause, and then touch your left nostril and breathe out the right. All the way out. And then pause and breathe in through the right. And gently touch that little where the nose flares. Just touch it gently and breathe out the left. Add Ujjayi breath if you'd like. Breathe in through the left. Gently touch the left. We're not pressing, we're just touching. Breathe out the right. If you press the nostrils too hard, they might get a little stuffy. Breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Slow as you can. The breath is nice and silky. It's not strained. Check in with that right shoulder. See if you can relax it. In through the right. So keep on out and in through one side. And out and in through the other. And just imagine each breath as a gift. In fresh oxygenated air, breathing out, ridding the stale air used. And no hurry, just the next time that you breathe out the left nostril, release both hands onto your lap. Release the mudra on the left hand. Relax and just notice the effects of the breath. And keeping the eyes closed, unless you want to lay down, scoot back into your chair. And let's begin our Shavasana. So take a couple of seconds to get yourself nice and relaxed. Good. And then eyes are closed, palms up on your lap. Good. Take a breath in through both nostrils. Hold the breath at the top as long as it's comfortable. And then release the breath through your nose all the way. Squeeze every last ounce of air out of your lungs and pause. And do that one more time. Breathing in. Pause. Breathe out. And let go. So let go now of all of your efforts. And a gentle smile to your face. And imagine each breath as this beautiful, gentle gift. Relax your shoulders. Your arms. Your hands. Fingers. Chest. Belly, back, hips, legs, feet, toes, let go of all of your efforts. And allow yourself to relax. Relax. Notice how you feel. And feel free to remain in this grounded state for as long as you'd like. Peaceful, calm, grounded. And should you choose to slowly come back into this space and time, take a gentle breath in and breathe out. Another breath in with a smile and breathe out with a smile. And begin to wiggle toes and fingers, moving the body gently side to side. And slowly coming back into this space, but staying in this nice, grounded, calm state. And then coming back to stillness here, center. Bringing your hands into prayer position, resting them onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, relax your head towards your fingers, relax your shoulders. And we'll close practice today with this. There is nothing to ask, nothing to say. Just be quiet a little and see. Either your questions will disappear or the answers will simply come to you in the quiet. When you're feeling ready and complete now, let's bring our hands into prayer position and start to rub our palms together. create some heat. And then gently cup your hands over your face. And then when you're ready, slowly slit your eyes open and open a little more and a little more. Good. And then releasing your hands off of your face. I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself. Again, be mindful these next few days to just take it easy. Yes, do things that fill you. Yeah. And again, if you're feeling off kilter a little bit, know that everything passes. Yeah. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.